Hi everyone, my name is Atsna Nuril Khofifah, but you can call me Asna. So in this video, I will tell you a story with the title The Little Match Girl. So this is a short story written by Danish writer Hans Christian Andersen that was published in 1845. Hans Christian Andersen is a Danish writer who is best known for writing children's stories like The Little Mermaid, The Ugly Duckling, and also The Emperor's New Clothes. The Little Match Girl is actually a sad story about a miserable young girl that touched the heart of so many readers. A story about poverty, hunger, and helplessness of a little girl who is told to selling matches by her grandfather. When the whole world seems to be celebrating New Year's Eve, that girl loses her joy. So, there are three characters in this story. The first one is the little match girl, and the second one is her father, and the last one is her grandmother, her lovely grandmother. So, the story begins with a cold and terrible night on New Year's Eve. There was a poor little girl who is selling matches in the street in an extremely cold night which the snow never stopped, the last night of the year. A young girl who is selling matches was suffering from extreme coldness, and she was walking barefooted because her oversized slippers are missing. She was afraid to go home because she had not sold any single matchbox, and her father will surely beat her for that reason. She didn't manage to sell any, and the hunger, coldness increased by the minute, and this unpleasant feeling were impossible to ignore. So to protect herself from chilling cold, she takes a shelter in a corner and then sits down. And then she lights up a match. After lighting a match, she would see a dream. But when the match went out, the dream disappeared. At the first time she lit a match, she saw a warm fireplace. But then the match went out and the coldness came back. And the second one she lit a match, she saw a delicious roast goose started moving and went towards her. But it never came to the girl because the match went out and the delicious roast goose disappeared. She tried to lit another match, and she saw a beautiful Christmas tree in front of her with many candles around it. She tried to reach her hand to touch it, but then the match went out again, and then the beautiful Christmas tree disappeared. And sometimes she saw a falling star, so many falling stars, that remind her of her grandmother, the only person who loved her. But her grandmother now is dead. She was alone. As she doesn't want her grandmother to vanish, she lit all of the matches. And after all of the matches light up, the little girl dies and is taken up to the heaven by her grandmother. And in the next morning, the little girl's body was found freezing, with a smile on her face, and everybody commented on her attempts to keep herself warm, with so many burned matches beside her. They feel pity for her, without knowing the amazing visions that she saw before her death. But now, the little girl is celebrating New Year's with her grandmother without coldness, without hunger in the heaven. So that's all the story of the Little Match Girl, and thank you. Bye bye.